Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. The believer should never be a prisoner of their own feelings. You must understand this fundamental truth. Your anxiety, your worry, your fear, these are temporary states. They are creations of Allah passing through you, just as clouds pass through the sky. They are not you. Your identity is not anxious person. Your identity is servant of Allah. And this identity is permanent, unshakable, and defined by your Creator, not by the whispers in your heart. The core of this struggle, this chronic worry that drains your soul, is the illusion of control. Shaitan wants you to believe that if you just worry enough, think enough, and plan for every single possibility, you can control the outcome. This is a subtle form of shirk because you are trying to take on a role that belongs only to Allah. You are trying to carry a burden that you were never meant to carry. And so your soul becomes crushed under its weight. This is why Allah tells us so clearly, so beautifully, and whoever relies upon Allah, He is sufficient for him. He is sufficient. You are not. Your worrying is not. Your planning is not. He is al-Kafi, the sufficient. So what is the path out of this prison? It is not to fight your feelings. It is not to wrestle your thoughts into submission. The moment you fight, you give them strength. The path is to change your relationship with them. The path is a courageous and beautiful patience, a form of active submission. This is the practice of Muraqabah, of watchfulness. When that wave of anxiety rises in your chest, when your heart begins to pound, do not immediately run. Do not immediately distract yourself. Stop. Turn your attention inward and acknowledge it. Say in your heart, I feel this sensation. Allah is aware of it. It is His creation. I will sit with it and trust in Him. This is sabr at its deepest level. You are patiently enduring what Allah has decreed for you in that moment without letting it push you into disobedience or despair. And what of the thoughts, the endless what-ifs? The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that Allah has forgiven this ummah for the passing whispers in their minds so long as they do not act upon them or speak of them. Realize what this means. Your anxious thoughts are not commands. They are merely suggestions, whispers, waswasa. You do not have to believe them. You do not have to engage them. Simply notice them. Label them, a thought of worry, and let it pass. Do not serve it tea. Do not invite it to stay. Simply watch it drift by and gently return your focus to the remembrance of Allah. For is it not true that verily in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest? That rest is your anchor in the storm. The greatest test and the greatest victory is when you learn to act based on your Islamic values, not on your fleeting feelings. Your fear will tell you to stay home, to avoid the gathering, to not apply for the job. But your deen, your value of maintaining kinship, of providing for your family, of striving in the path of Allah, tells you to move forward. This is your Jihad al-Nafs. You feel the fear, you accept its presence, and then you take the next step anyway, purely for the sake of Allah. This is true Tawakkul in action. It is not the absence of fear. It is acting in the presence of fear because your trust in Allah is greater than the feeling He created inside of you. And when you falter, when the feeling becomes too much, and you fall back into old habits, do not let Shaitan whisper words of despair. Do not criticize yourself into hopelessness. This is the moment for rahmah, for mercy. Recognize your weakness, your human frailty, and turn immediately to the One who is all-forgiving, most merciful. Say, Astaghfirullah. Remind yourself of His promise. Do not despair of the mercy of Allah.
Indeed, Allah forgives all sins. Your stumbles are not the end of your journey, they are opportunities to return to Him. So do not be a prisoner, be a watchful servant. Observe your inner world with patience, trust in the sufficiency of your Lord, and let your values, not your fears, guide your feet. Live a life of purpose, even with the anxiety present, and you will find that the feeling that once seemed like a prison becomes nothing more than a passing cloud in the vast open sky of your submission to Allah. And upon Allah let the believers rely.